In this video, I am going to discuss about how to join MTech program in premium institutions like IITs, NITs, IIITs and then BITS, even though you have got low gate score, otherwise no gate score at all. Suppose you have got a low gate score and you aspire to join a top-notch IIT, some best specialization. Yes, there is a scope here. So what you have to do is, you have to apply to IITs for those MTech programs for which a written test, otherwise interview is conducted for admission. If you see, for example, in the case of IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, etc., in other IITs also, the MTech admissions are simply based on the gate score only. On the other hand, in case of these IITs, if you see IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Jammu and IIC Bangalore, some seats are filled based on the gate score directly. But the remaining specialization, remaining seats are going to be filled by conducting a separate written test or interview or both. In such case, some weightage is given for the gate score, the remaining weightage is for the performance in the written test and then interview. See, on the day of gate examination, you might not have performed well because of various reasons. If you apply for this type of colleges, MTech programs where you have written test and then interview, you may get one more chance to prove your material. Who knows? Even though you have got a low gate score, if you perform well in this written test at the interview, you are likely to get very good specializations in the case of IIC and this type of IITs. You have to definitely explore this. It gives you one more chance to try yourself, right? Then, suppose you have got low gate score. There is one more opportunity how you can apply for some good MTech programs in the top-notch IITs. You see here, you have to apply to IITs for those MTech programs which are offered under self-financing, otherwise a self-sponsored category. What is the meaning of self-sponsored category? As the name implies, you will not get any stipend here. As you all know, if you join any institution MTech program based on the gate score, you are eligible for a monthly scholarship of 12,400 rupees. But this is something different. If you join under self-sponsored category, you will not get that monthly stipend. In the sense, every penny, every paisa you have to pay from your pocket only. Little bit expensive, but when you have a low gate score, if you can afford financially, if you are getting good MTech specializations in these IITs, definitely you can think of this. You can definitely explore this one. Because this is a self-sponsored program, there is somewhat less competition here. So if you can afford financially, you can definitely explore these IITs. Sometimes, you know, you will get very good specialization in spite of having such a low gate score. In fact, IIT Madras, IIT Jodhpur, some seats are filled based on this self-sponsored category only. Same is the case in the case of IIT Hyderabad, IIT Patna, IIT Gandhinagar. In fact, in the case of IIT Madras, IIT Jodhpur, you require some minimum gate score there. On the other hand, in the case of IIT Hyderabad, IIT Patna, IIT Gandhinagar, for this self-sponsored MTech programs, gate is not mandatory. Without gate also, you can apply for the self-sponsored MTech programs in this IIT Hyderabad, Patna and then Gandhinagar. This is another opportunity for you. You can definitely explore this one. So these are the two main ways how you can apply for MTech programs in the top IITs, even though you have got a low gate score. Yes. Then, now look at here. When you have got a low gate score, you can also try for Master of Science by Research in the IITs, or Master of Technology by Research in the case of IIT Bangalore, and some NITs, for example, NIT Surathkal, and also Master of Science by Research in the case of IIIT Hyderabad. Here you have to understand what is this Master of Science by Research or Master of Technology by Research. You know, in India there are two PG programs in engineering. One is M.Tech, which will take normally 2 years to complete. Another PG program is the Master of Science by Research. This will take generally more than 2 years of time. Most of the IITs, they are offering this Master of Science by Research program, but seats are less here. In fact, M.Tech is offered yearly once, but this MS admissions are offered yearly twice, 2 times. Because M.Tech is sure to come within a span of 2 years, many students show interest to join the M.Tech program. On the other hand, Master of Science by Research, something like is more research oriented. It is something like you can say a mini PhD. More emphasis on the research work, less coursework will be there. But drawback here is it may take more than 2 years of time. That's why many PhD students, they show interest to the M.Tech, not the MS. So there is some relatively less competition for the MS program. That's why when you have got a low gate score, if you are aiming a good specialization in a top-notch IIT, definitely you can apply for this Master of Science Research program in IITs and IIT Bangalore. Even IIIT Hyderabad also, it has excellent campus placements. So you can definitely try this. It is equal to your regular M.Tech only. In fact, if you join based on gate score, you get the monthly scholarship also. As for the campus placements are concerned, both M.Tech and Master of Science by Research both have the equal opportunities. If you want to know further more details about the Master of Science by Research, difference between M.Tech and then MS, I have made one more video separately regarding this M.Tech versus Master of Science by Research. So I am giving the link also in the description. You can watch this video to know more about this M.Tech versus MS. Now, look at here. When you have no gate score, otherwise when you have low gate score, you can try some of the best NITs also, where you can apply to some NITs that offer some M.Tech programs under self-sponsored category. So for this, the gate is not mandatory. I mean to say, many NITs, they are offering a few seats under the self-sponsored category. Gate is not mandatory there, but you have to pay every fee, every penny from your pocket. So if you can afford financially, if you are getting good specialization in the top NITs, definitely you can take advantage of this one. There are many IITs which are offering this type of self-sponsored programs. You see, for example, NIT Warangal, NIT Surathkal, Calicut, Hamirpur, Durgapur, NIT Delhi, Rourkela, Kurukshetra, Silchar, Goa, Uttarakhand, Jalandhar, etc. So in these NITs, you can try the self-sponsored M.Tech program when you have got low gate score, otherwise when you have even no gate score also. Gate is not mandatory for this self-sponsored category M.Tech programs, but the admission is done based on a separate written test. I think that you can easily excel if you make some little bit preparation. Not only this self-sponsored category M.Tech programs, M.Tech seats, at the end of 9th or 10th rounds in the NITs, there may be some some leftover seats. Those leftover seats also are filled without the gate score by conducting a written test. So the summary is, even though you have no gate score, otherwise low gate score, still there is a chance for you to try for the top NITs like this, best M.Tech specializations under the self-sponsored category. Right? Okay. Now look at, there is one institute called IIIT Hyderabad, one of the best IIIT. It has got excellent campus placements. It offers the PG programs like MTech, Master of Science by Research, and also PhD in the case of computer science, electronics, and civil engineering. For MTech, MS, PhD, the admission is based on not GATE score. Interesting point. The admission is purely based on the performance in this separate written test conducted by this IIIT Hyderabad. The entrance test nothing but PGEE, postgraduate entrance examination. Every year IIIT Hyderabad conducts this entrance examination for the postgraduate admissions. GATE is not the criteria for the admission here. But here this MTech program is little bit expensive. If you can afford financially, this is one of the best college. You can try some good MTech or MS program. It has got excellent campus placements. In fact, if you get admission in this IIIT Hyderabad, there are many banks ready for offering what you call loans also to pursue your PG program in this. So GATE is not required here. Admission is purely based on the written test. And for some programs, there is a followed by interview also. Not only IIIT Hyderabad, you can see IIIT Raipur, IIIT Pune also. Here some seats are filled based on a separate written test. So you can explore those IIIT websites where you have got this type of what you call scope. Right? Okay. Now, so far we have seen how to enter into the top-notch institutions like IITs, IIT Bangalore, NITs, IIITs. Now you can see, even though you have no GATE score, still you can pursue your MTech in some top private universities. You see, in India, there are some top private universities. See, for example, you can see BITS, Birla Institute of Technology and Science. We have got 3 excellent campuses, Pilani, Hyderabad, Goa, etc. You know, in the case of BITS, every year, the PG admissions are done based on the GATE score. Almost 50% of the seats are based on the GATE score. The remaining 50% of the seats are filled by conducting a separate written test by the BITS. Some written test will be there. So if you can crack that written test, you are equally eligible for this MTech program on par with that of GATE qualified students. In fact, if you qualify written test, you will get some scholarship monthly stipend also here. So BITS is one of the best institutions. We have got excellent campus placements. In case you have got low GATE score, otherwise no GATE score, you please apply for this private top universities. You can see BITS, you can see Amrita, Manipal University, VIT like this. In all these, some seats are available even though you have no GATE score. You can try this. Particularly BITS, one of the best one you can think of. Right? Okay. Now you can see some top universities in India. Some of the leftover seats, they are going to be filled through separate written test, otherwise interview. Definitely, in some university, there will be some leftover seats. GATE qualified students are not available in such case. Those leftover seats are going to be filled up by conducting what you call a separate written test, otherwise interview. There are some what you call top universities that I have found from this web resources. Like you can see, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, one of the best for computer science. And also you can see Tapar Institute, Delhi University, Pondicherry, COP Pune, AMU Aligarh, like that. Then, yeah, one more point here. I want to discuss something specially about this NICMAR University. This NICMAR University campuses are there in the Hyderabad, Pune, Delhi also. NICMAR University is a private university. It deals with the PG programs in construction management, project management, energy management, and then contract management. It deals mainly with the construction industry requirement programs. It offers a 2-year program as well as 1-year PG program. It has got excellent campus placements. All branches are eligible there. GATE is not required. NICMAR will conduct a separate aptitude test followed by an interview. I told you it has got excellent campus placements. This is particularly suitable for civil engineering students and also mechanical, but all branches are eligible for that matter. Excellent campus placements, but not little bit, there are expensive programs. If you want to pursue a 2 years PG program, it will cost more than 12 lakhs. Similarly, if you want to pursue 1-year PG program, I think minimum somewhere around 6 lakhs or so. You can see the website of the NICMAR for the further details there. The exact figures you can see there. But one thing let me tell you, it has got good campus placements. So GATE is not necessary here, please understand. You can also explore this one. Then, in India, almost in all states, the MTech seats in the state government universities as well as the state government private colleges also, they are going to be filled based on what you call centralized counseling system. Some seats are filled based on the GATE score. Obviously, the leftover seats, when there is no GATE qualified candidate, the leftover seats are going to be filled by the candidates who pass some state level PG entrance test. See, you can see here, state level entrance test for MTech, state level entrance test for MTech. So this test is conducted every year, almost in most of the states. You can see it is there in Telangana state, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, MP, UP, like this. So if you qualify in this state level entrance test for MTech programs, even though you have no GATE score, you can get some good universities, some top private colleges in the state level to pursue your what you call MTech. But the first priority is for the GATE qualified students. In case GATE qualified students are not available, the preference is given to the candidates who pass this step of entrance test. If you qualify in the GATE, you get scholarship of 12,400. If you are not qualified, if you are claiming the MTech seat based on this entrance test, you don't get that monthly scholarship of 12,400 rupees. You have to pay from your pocket. Now, so all the above content what I have presented here is based on some information obtained from the various sources, mainly the web sources, some friend circle. I myself did some research on the net. I advise the students to visit the official websites of all the respective colleges for the latest details and updates regarding the admissions. Then you can take exact decision accordingly. So, I wish you all good luck. Thank you for watching the video.